this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Just about within shooting range. He's done very well to get to that.
Moretti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Kvaratskhelia was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. McKennie. And reclaimed it in a trice. Kvaratskhelia venturing down the left. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's managed to get free. That's the keeper's ball. Still goalless. Boga. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's David. Moretti. It's come to nothing. McKennie. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. And Kvaratskhelia. McKennie. And it's Locatelli. Boga. Can he get it through? Iniesta. That is ended up in no man's land. Kvaratskhelia. Boga. Now it's David. Eder Militao running with intent. That has not gone well. Cambiasso. 15 minutes till half-time. McKennie. Now it's Conceição. Kvaratskhelia, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's in a great position here. Not the most convincing of passes. David. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Iniesta! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Iniesta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Forced to go back. Moretti! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated.
Bremer. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And it's Cambiasso. He's found a way through. Danny Vivian promptly onto that, and that is that. Miretti. And Robertson. And it's Iniesta. And he's only too happy to take that back. This looks promising. Good chance here! Lacking in accuracy.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Oh, easy pickings there. And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
It's their second corner of the game. Iniesta plays it short.
Un minuto de descuento.
Miretti. David. Now it's McKennie. Now it's Barnes. Esposito. He's going for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Barcelona certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness.
Oh, he's having a go! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bremer. McKennie. Boga receives it in a good position here. Miretti. Esposito. And the finish! Again, a brilliant save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Iniesta goes short, and it's Robertson. Barnes. He's having a pop! Oh! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. It is an explosive start to the second half. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cambiasso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Engages and forces him off the ball. Conceição gets a good foot in there. Raspadori getting forward. And it's Robertson. Francesco Esposito goes for goal! And no, just off target.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Iniesta. El dorsal 94.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
El dorsal 19. Morata. Cambio de jugadores.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Anguissa. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And that has put paid to that. Pass somewhat off target. Cambiasso. And that's a throw-in. So we have further activity on the bench here. Kelly. Has a look and plays it forward. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Anguissa. Valverde. Now it's Morata. He's having a hit! Over on Morata! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Raspadori. They're up to 5 corners now. And he's there to clear it. That's an errant pass. Barcelona have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And this is Morata, and there's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Kalulu. Now Kelly.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries one from range! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Locatelli is there and he can get that clear. Foot in. Good take, and is he in? Real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
McKennie. He'll try from distance! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
McKennie. Kalulu. And Locatelli. Anguissa. And it's Morata. Zambo Anguissa. Jagrova. He's a sharp little ball here. David. And it's Kostic. In with the challenge. And we're done. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Rodri taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match.